Hello, John Thompson fan. This is John Thompson back here with another YouTube video. Today we're doing my player predictions way too early before the draft of the season for the next season for 2019, including all the way up to the Super Bowl, where I think all the teams will finish and stuff in that. So since we're going to begin, I'm going to begin with the NFC side. Yes, I have papers all over here so I can keep track, because my brain is just not going to be able to keep track of all this, and especially with not scores, but especially with like division, like records and things like that. So I'm not going to be able to do that. Anywho, we're going to start with the NFC East. I'm going to say Dallas wins it with a 10-6 record. I think they have the tools to go and they win that division. Redskins, I'm going to say they go 9-7, but I'll say the Eagles go 9-7. So those two teams can flip-flop. I said the Redskins over the Eagles just for division records and whatnot. And Giants cap off that division 5-11. That's that. Next, I have the West. NFC West. This division is very good. You guys are probably already know Brandon. I'm choosing Rams to go number one. And I would say yes, except I'm not. I'm saying the Niners go 10-6. They go take the first spot underneath the Rams, who also go 10-6. So division records and things like that, place holders cause that to switch. That being said, Seahawks go 8-8, and Cardinals go 6-10. So yeah, there's that. Now we have NFC North. That division, Bears go 10-6. The Packers go 8-8. The Vikings go 8-8. So those can switch and things like that, intertwine. Doesn't matter that. And the Lions go 6-10. I still think that needs to be the Lions are still like a little bit rebuilding up in that, so they'll do that. The next thing I say, and we have the last Saints in the South. Saints 9-7. I think they go back a little bit. I don't think they go, but they still win the division enough to keep the Panthers 8-8, the Falcons 6-10, and the Buccaneers 5-11 for those, which would put the one-seeded team being Dallas Cowboys, 2-seeded team being the 49ers, the 3-seeded team being the Bears, 4-seeded team Saints, the 5 would be Redskins, and 6 would be the Rams. 5 Rams, 6 Redskins. Well, there's that. For the NFC. The AFC, we'd have for the East, Patriots go 11-5. I think we understand that reasonably. And, well, these teams, the rest of the teams, we really don't care about because they won't do that well. Wrong. Jets will go 8-8. I think they split. The fact that they brought in, yes, I know they probably don't have a good O-line. The fact they brought in Le'Veon and a good linebacker plus the draft, they may be able to do something a little bit that's worth 8-8, but they don't do much to do anything. And then there's that. The Bills, I say, go 5-11. The Bills, and I feel like the Dolphins also go 5-11. Those are interchangeable too. I just feel like Bills over the Dolphins. And the last week we have, not the last week, we have the West. Chiefs go 9-7. I think they go back a little bit after losing all those key players on defense to the trades or free agency. But I still say that Pat Mahomes and the offense is still going to be explosive. So they still get things done enough to win the division. But they're not going to go and do the 11-5 or whatever they had last season, getting the first seed. That being said, Chargers go 8-8. Broncos go 7-9. They're going to be trying to fight. Broncos winning that, and the Raiders go 5-11. They brought in AB and a bunch of other people. It's only going to get them 5-11. Not going to really affect. Now, NFC North, AFC North. Steelers go 9-7. As much as I want to put them 10-6 or anything, realistically, I don't see them be able to do much besides go 9-7. Where I have the Browns go 8-8. I think the Browns, with a little additions, they go 8-8. They do something. The Ravens go 6-10, and the Bengals go 4-12. That's reasonable. You can see what happened, the losses and things like that have happened to both these teams, to cause them to be like this. And last but not least, the South. For this, Texans go 10-6. Now, not the Colts or Titans make it next. The Jaguars go 9-7. I think they still pretty much have around the same defense they had back in 2 years ago when they won the division and went to the third seed. And now with the addition of an actually good quarterback, Nick Foles, they may actually be able to do something on offense. Plus they have the running talent in Leonard Fournette, so they may be able to do something on offense. Just maybe get like another wide receiver or two for Nick Foles to really work with, maybe a tight end or something, and beef up that O-line, and you may actually be good. That being said, Colts go 8-8 and the Titans go 7-9. To me, I feel like that's going to be the biggest division to really watch for in action for, who's going to take over. Because really that division, they're all one game away from each other. A game can go either way, and next someone's switching and everything. So that division is probably the best division to watch if you really want to watch really entertaining division standings to see who finishes up. That's going to be very questionable, to be real with you, is the South. That being said, the first seeded team for the AFC is the Patriots. No shocking there. Second seeded team is the Texans. Third seeded team is the Chiefs. Fourth seeded Steelers. Fifth seeded team is the where do I have them? The sixth seeded is the Jaguars. And your last seeded team, not the Chargers, not the Jets, but the Browns. Now, yes, I put the Browns over the Chargers, and that's just the way I see it happening. That being said, I think that puts me into my wildcard spot. So now we will go into wildcard weekend and speak about that, doing all of that in each case. So that being said, wildcard weekend starting off with the 6-seeded Redskins versus the 3-seeded Bears, in which I see like the Bears winning. It's going to be cold. It's January. The Bears play good at home in cold climates. And I feel like the Redskins just won't be able to handle that. And that being said, so the Bears go on. Now we have the Rams at the Saints. We already saw this with the controversial call and stuff like that. This time I still see the Rams winning it. Because I just feel like the Rams, they're going to want to go back to Super Bowl so they can prove themselves again. But now I have them go further with being the 5th-seeded team. They go and they beat the Saints, and I have the Rams. Browns at Chiefs. Probably the most controversial, I'm probably going to say. And yes, I'm going to say the Browns win. Only because I feel like the Browns have Kareem Hunt, who's going to be probably wanting to play versus his old team, proving that I'm still good. He dropped me for no reason. This is why, and they're going to go beat him. And I also feel like the loss by the Chiefs, I feel like Andy Reid chokes a lot. We all know this. The losses on team, yeah, they do it. But I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to do it. Not only that, but I also think people are now going to be able to learn sort of how he plays a little bit more, which is going to limit him, which is also why I see him going 9-7, not their 11-5 or 12-4 season that they just had. That being said, there's that. Now, the last seeded team, Jaguars and Steelers, we already saw this game last year. We saw it again. It's very close, everything, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm Steelers winning. And, yeah, I may be biased about that. That's probably my most biased Steelers game here. Towards that. Only because of the fact that Jaguars probably might be able to beat us. But I still have trust in Steelers. We don't have AB. We don't do that. So we may be able to do more. There's not as much drama. So if maybe we'll be able to figure things out to actually get the win. That being said, I have Steelers winning that team. Therefore, we're going to go into division weekend. Just a fun weekend, in my opinion. Because this is where you really get to see who's the clear candidate. Who might be the clear candidates to go to the Super Bowl. Anyway, that being said, division weekend will kick it off. Well, I say the 5th-seeded Rams go to the 1-seeded Cowboys, in which I say Rams beat Cowboys again. The reason why? Because the Cowboys are struggling in the playoffs, and they not only that, I think the Cowboys just struggle in the division round. Mostly, I just feel like the Cowboys, they can't play in the division round, so I feel like they just don't know what to do. They try to show up and then they lose. So I'm going to say the Cowboys lose in the division round to the Rams, who are still trying to go back. And then, that being said, Bears at 49ers. Both teams, honestly, are surprising to me the playoffs. I'm probably very surprised about this. This game is probably going to be very close. And as much as I'm going to say the 49ers make it, I just feel like the Bears have more talent on defense to be able to win it. Therefore, I have the Bears winning this game, pushing it to that. Pushing it to the conference championship. Browns-Patriots, the AFC game. Patriots win. That's a no-brainer. Unless the Browns beat the Patriots somehow this season, don't see them winning. think that's the most realistic we can put is the fact that maybe they can beat the Chiefs, but they won't beat the Patriots. It's too much. And then Steelers at Texans. Let's just be real, Steelers. Texans, I don't think they have the realistically. They lost to the Colts in their own stadium. I feel like getting a bye week, sure it helps, but I don't think it's going to help them enough to where the Steelers are really going to be pounding out the win, so they're going to probably win going to the conference. That being said, conference championship, only 2 games, 3 games left if you count all the, technically 4, but who cares about the Pro Bowl. 3 games left. This is really get to see who's going to go to the Super Bowl and who's going to win, who's going to be your world champion. It's U.S., but whatever. That being said, no one really else plays that football. So that being said, 5-seeded Rams at the 3-seeded Bears. Bears win it because Bears play good in the cold, and the Rams just can't. I don't think the Rams will be prepared for that climate. I think they play in a dome they played in 2 domes already. Then they have to go to a cold climate, which they're probably not used to. That's why I feel like the Bears are going to be better. And then the Steelers at Patriots. As much as I want to say the Steelers win this, they're going to lose it. Unless they somehow find a way to beat Patriots in New England in the regular season, I don't think the Steelers win this. I think Patriots go on, ending the Steelers season, making it a Patriots-Bears Super Bowl, in which I see the Patriots winning it. Because let's just be realistic. Do I want to see the Bears win? Yes, I want to see the Bears go on, win, beat New England and stuff. But realistically, it's just not going to happen. Patriots going to win this. That's just how this works. Give me that number 7, and So sadly, that makes my prediction saying that the Patriots go win the Super Bowl after all this with their 11-5 record, and that's it. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll try to post more. Can't promise anything, and it's John Thompson saluting off.